Hi guys, just something very slightly different on the channel today. So usually I'll feature ham or amateur radio equipment, maybe shortwave, VHF marine, or even perhaps Zello, but Retevis have very kindly sent me out these Retevis RB648 Plus long range 5-watt PMR handheld walkie-talkies, not to be confused with their RB648, which I kind of wish they had sent me really, which is the PMR 446 version of these with the fixed antenna. But like I say, these are a 5-watt version, so technically not legal for use in the UK. Well, not on PMR 446 anyway, but let's have a quick look at these, and I think there is a way that we possibly could get around being able to use these. So Retevis are calling this their triple proof radio. So straight away you can see these are incredibly rugged looking. They're called triple proof because they claim to be waterproof. You can see there they're IP67 rated, waterproof, dust proof and shock proof as well. They are a very solid little well built radio. Like I say, not to be confused with the RB648. The 648 Plus, like I say, is the 5-watt version, and it has the removable antenna as well with a little SMA connection on the top there. But obviously the PMR 446 version for the UK has to have a fixed antenna and only half a watt output. So I think it's the same, well, it is the same radio, but obviously these are designed for the European market. I'm not entirely sure. I do know what frequencies they use, and I'll put a list of the frequencies up on the screen so you can see what frequencies these operate on, but I don't know what that relates to. They're not GMRS frequencies, they're not FRS. There is one frequency, and like I said in the intro, or before the intro, there is definitely one way that we can use these in the UK, and if I power it up, you'll see that I've already got these set to channel 12. Channel is displayed there. So channel 12 is in the PMR 449 megahertz band, and the frequency that it's actually set to is one of the PMR 449 frequencies, so they can be used on that if you're in the UK and you've got the business light radio license, which I think is about 75 quid for 6 years or 5 years or something like that. I might be wrong on that, but that's definitely what the license is, and I don't have the license, so I can't unfortunately test these any further than through the test equipment. But you can tell straight away that these are going to be a decent, rugged, hard wearing, and presumably quite long range radios as well. They're UHF obviously, and they've got dual push to talk, so push to talk on the side there and a big push to talk in the middle. And I thought, I wonder why they've put push to talk in the middle, but obviously some people like that, especially if you're using this in industry or on a building site or something. You've got big gloves on that aren't particularly dexterous, and you don't want to catch the side buttons or anything. They're nice big rubber buttons, but yeah, huge great big central push to talk button as well in the middle there. And these are incredibly simple to use. They come with a little drop-in charger and USB to USB-C charging lead, and very simple to use. So they have got a belt clip, but I've not put the belt clips on just yet, and they come with a little lanyard as well, which can just be attached. But yeah, like I say, volume on off switch on the top as you'd expect. Nice clear audio, really clear screen. Let's say tells us what channel we're on, shows us what either CTCSS tone we're using or DSC in numbers. So they're in the instruction book. It tells you what they all are. I believe you can, well, I know that you can get the CPS software for this. I have downloaded the CPS software, but I've not had any success with actually plugging in and operating it. So I don't know if it needs a specific type of lead for programming, but presumably you could go into that, well, you can go into the CPS and you can change the frequencies for whatever your country uses or you're licensed for. Up and down buttons on the side won't do anything at the moment, which is again is probably quite a good thing because of the type of use these are going to be used. If you're using these in industry, you're probably just going to set it on one particular channel and leave it on that, so you don't want to accidentally be changing channel. Like I say, the only thing you really want to use is your push to talk. That's the up and down buttons are used once you enter the menu system. Let me turn the volume down. There we go. Once you enter the menu, you can use the up and down to change your channels. you can then use it to change those CTCSS or DSC codes. And like I say, that goes from 1 to 50, I think, is CTCSS, and then 50 up to, I believe it's 155. Let's see if it goes the other way. Yeah, 0 is none, and then 159. There you go. So there'll be DCS codes on the higher end. Anything above 100, anything above 55 is your DSC code. So there's lots of different privacy codes that you can use on there. I'm not going to go through too much on the menu, but it's a very simple menu system. You literally just keep scrolling through the menu. You've got your high and low power, your scan, all that kind of thing. Like I say, very, very simple to use, these are. It's got a call, audio call as well, so like an alarm, so it'll send out, if you just press that button there, sends out a call or an SOS type noise. And then your scan and monitor button on the side there, so press and hold, it opens a squelch up. Like that, and then like I say, pressing it again, it'll just scan through all of the channels. So they're a very, very simple radio, and I'm not going to go too far into these. Like I say, unfortunately I don't have a license to use these on the short range business or business light PMR. Potentially could be programmed for 77s, I guess, if you wanted to do that. I'm sure that is possible within the CPS, but yeah, like I say, these certainly feel like a really solidly built, rugged little radio, and I kind of wish Retevis had sent me these in the RB648, not the 648 Plus, because then I could have used them on PMR 446. But yeah, there you go. Let's do a little bit of testing on these and see what sort of power they're putting out and how clean they are. So now let's test the output power of the RB464 Plus. I've got it plugged into the Shawcom SW33 and we're set on power. So and we're on high power on the radio, and I don't think the battery's completely full. Actually, yeah, it's dropped by 1 bar, so not an entirely full battery on there. They're claiming to be 5 watts, but if we look at the output power, according to the Shawcom, we're actually getting just a little over 6 watts on there. So yeah, definitely reasonable power out of this little RB648 Plus. So testing this out on the Tiny SA then, it looks like it's a really clean signal actually. So yeah, the fundamental is 20, that's still going up, about 24 decibels, and everything is well underneath that blue line. The blue line is set at -10 dBs, and we want to see a about a 40 decibel difference between the fundamental and any harmonics there. So yeah, it looks like there's obviously a few little spikes below there, but they're well below that blue line. So yeah, nice clean output on this little Retevis PMR. So there you go, that's the Retevis RB648 Plus. As always, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, then please consider hitting that subscribe button, which will cost you nothing whatsoever. It's completely free of charge to subscribe to the channel, and if you hit the bell notification, that'll keep you updated on any future videos. So once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.